Well, good evening and welcome back to Latta and the Latta Panther Classic Basketball Tournament, Day 2. And the final game is finally about to get underway. It'll be somewhere around an hour and a half behind schedule as the Lindsay Leopards take the floor and they'll take on the Tishomingo Indians. My name is Greg Peary. Glad you're back with us. And we're counting on having a live stream that works much better this time. We had the best minds in Latta working on this.
Technical minds in Lindsay, Oklahoma.
Lindsay, Oklahoma did some scouring through Ada down here and came up with some things we might think will help us out here. So we're hoping the live stream goes much better than the girls' game. We apologize for that. We also apologize for the fact that we could not bring you the Washington boys game. Washington Warriors did come away with a big win over the host Latta Panthers. So Washington.
Very exciting game.
It was a very exciting game. Absolutely was.
Yep.
And so Washington awaits the winner of this game for the championship game tomorrow night at 7:30. And Latta moves into that third place game at 4:30 tomorrow. The loser of this game will play there. But we just finished watching the Comanche Indians, Lady Indians, I should say, defeat the
Silo,
and I don't know what Silo's mascot is.
I don't either.
I'm blank.
Silos.
The Silos. But Silo girls is who the Leopards we'll have to find out because we got to play them tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Lindsay girls will play Silo tomorrow. That will be at 3 o'clock here, and so we'll see if the Leopards can pull off the win against Tishomingo and play the Warriors, the Silo Rebels. So it will be the Lady Rebels against the Leopards tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and the Washington Warriors, Lady Warriors away will play a Comanche for the championship. That game will be at 6 o'clock here tomorrow. If you go look at the consolation bracket, Silo boys will play Comanche boys at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. The early game will be Kiowa girls and Latta girls. They'll play for the consolation championship at noon tomorrow. So that kind of tells you what's been going on. My name's Greg Peary, by the way. I don't think I told you that yet. Probably everybody knows that by now. It's like, oh, it's him again. Beside me is Glenn Shoemate. Glenn, we've seen some really good, fun, close games in this winner's bracket this afternoon. Outside of the Leopards, who absolutely ran into a buzzsaw in the Washington Lady Warriors, and you expect that from Washington, but they absolutely just dominated today, and they came up with a big win over the Leopards. So saw a good close game with the Washington boys, saw a good close game with Comanche Silo, so I would expect this one to probably be the same way.
I want it to be a blowout.
Yeah, there you go.
I want the Leopards to win by about 40, and we're bored broadcasting it. But, no, Tishomingo definitely comes in here. They've got some guys that can play, and so it ought to be an interesting matchup.
Tish comes in 3-2 on the season. They beat Silo by 6 yesterday, and then they've beat Calvert. In fact, that was the second time they've played Silo. Beat them by 1 the first time they played them in the regular season, and then played them and beat them by 6 last night in the tournament. So 2 of their 3 wins come against Silo. But we mentioned earlier today, in case you missed the girls' broadcast, the head coach for the Tishomingo Indians is a name that many Lindsay people will be very familiar with, and that is Cody Williams. Cody came up and talked to us a little earlier, came by to say hi, but was at Bing for a while and went to Kiowa, spent a couple of seasons over at Kiowa, and then had the chance to go to Tishomingo and decided that would be a good fit for him. So Cody Williams has moved over as the head coach of the Tishomingo Indians, so coaching against his old alma mater. And be a little bit different, but again, he had probably one of the best coaches that I ever got to watch coach the game as his mentor in Dan Chapman. So you got to know that his ability to coach and as good of a player as he was as well, this Tishomingo team will come out ready to play.
Absolutely, and you know, it's a semifinal game, so you know both teams are going to be fired up and ready to go. But they've got some size, they've got some speed, and so it's going to be a good matchup for the Leopards. they like to run. Tishomingo likes to get out and run a little bit. They weren't able to do that too much yesterday against Silo, but compared to Lindsay's kind of set it up, pounded inside kind of contrast, it's going to be fun to watch.
Well, we'll see how this one plays out as we get to about 5 minutes away from tip-off here. We need to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors before we go any further in our First National Bank pregame show. And, of course, those sponsors include Abiding Home Healthcare, American Exchange Bank, Calvary Baptist Church, the City of Lindsay, Clements Insurance, Design It, Aaron Springs Baptist Church, the First Baptist Church of Lindsay, Hassler Hot Oil Service, Hot Mess Coffee Company, and Java House Realty, Legends Pub House, Jerry Tucker Roustabouts, Legacy Roofing and Construction, the Lindsay Church of Christ, Lindsay Municipal Hospital, Meat Locker Barbecue, Physical Therapy Central, Rural Electric Cooperative, Rusty's Dispensary, S&H Tank Service, Sharon's Beauty Shop, Shopper News Note, Center Valve Repair, South Central Medical Center, Streamline Oil and Gas, the United Methodist Church, and Winans Funeral Home. We're going to send it back over to JD. He's got some words from those kind of folks. We'll be back with more of the First National Bank pregame show from Latta right after these messages on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Hey Lindsay community, my name is Christian Torres and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
Back here at Latta in the First National Bank pregame show as we get set for the Lindsay Leopards and the Tishomingo Indians. Talk a little bit, Glenn, about the game last night. Lindsay easily handling Crowder, 57-18 in that game, but spread it around so well. Mitchell Henson, the only player in double figures, he had 11, but you had Ryan Kennedy with 9. You had Jaden Watts with 9. You had Andon Register in off the bench with 8. Got to see Andon play for the, kind of start to get his feet under him. Now we know what contributions he'll be able to make to this team. Priest Williams came in and got 5. Caleb Ince had 5. You had Seth Padilla with 6. I mean, they really, because of the way things were going, were able to get some of those starters some rest and got some good minutes out of the guys on the bench.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's nice to see Andon and Priest out there for the first time this year. And when you can get that floor time for those second reserves, just like we talked about in football, it's invaluable. There's nothing like game speed. There's nothing like being on the floor with the lights on. It's a totally different concept than practice. And so it's just awesome that those kids got in there and got to play quite a bit in a blowout win in the first round.
Well, we'll see if the Leopards can punch another one here in the win column. And, of course, that would make for a very fun championship game tomorrow if they'll match up with their old foes, the Washington Warriors, in that game.
Yeah, and that was last year's finals game too, and Washington took it to us. Ironically, they were in the same situation. They were playing for a state football championship, and they didn't have their football guys, and they came out and just took it right to us and kicked our tails, to be quite frank. Although later in the year we got them back, so we'll see if we can take care of business here. That can kind of be a revenge game, and see if we can get them back for last year.
Well, we'll get you to your starting lineups here just to let you know we did not ever get a roster from Tishomingo. In fact, Latta did not get a roster from Tishomingo. All we have to go by is what's in the scorebook. So I don't have any classifications for these guys. I have no idea, what they have. So when we get to their starters, you'll know why I don't announce that. But let's go ahead and get the Leopards. They'll be the visitors on the scoreboard and be in their orange uniforms tonight with the black numbers and trim. They'll start with number 1, Mitchell Henson. Henson is a senior. Number 3 is Ryan Kennedy. He is also a senior. Number 11 is Bryson Watts. Watts, a junior. Number 23, Caleb Ince. He is a senior. And number 2 is Jaden Watts. He is also a senior. The head coach for the Lindsay Leopards, David Davidson. He's assisted by Joe Foster and Will Kaufman. Leopards are 3-1 on the season. For the Tishomingo Indians, number 2 is Keegan Lefevers. Number 12 is Darian Brown. Number 15 is Justin Parham. Number 22 is Ethan Vanderveer. And the number 35 is Colton Richards. The head coach for Tishomingo is none other than Cody Williams. I was trying to write it and say it at the same time, and it didn't come out that way. It sounded like I didn't have any idea what I was talking about. So Kennedy and Richards will step to the center circle to get this one underway. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake here with you, along with J.D. Scruggs, Andrew ESPN Lyon, and Kevin Scruggs. Brianna Miller back at our studios. Paige Sutherland back at the house, making sure the programming is well done, and she does a great job with that. And Kennedy controls the tip. It's tipped into the backcourt. Henson will come up with it. So Leopards will get first chance here. Looks like Tish is going to back into a 2-3 zone. Ince left wing, back up top to Bryson Watts, back to Ince. Wide open 3 from Caleb on the way, and it'll go down.
Yep.
That's how you want to get the day off.
Absolutely.
Right wing is Vanderveer. They'll come to Richards, top of the key. Back over to Lefevers. And Henson, does he get the steal? If he can catch up with it, he does. Turnover Tish. Henson in the lane. Jumper is short. Rebound pulled down by Parham. Brown will bring it up the floor. Henson gets around the screen from Richards. Kennedy. Ince on the top of the key there on the defense. Vanderveer drives the lane, dumps it underneath to Richards. Left it short. Kennedy with the miss. Set up the offense. Watts goes to the high post. I said it wrong.
Oh, okay.
I do have him as a senior.
Okay.
There is Jaden Watts down the lane, lays it up and in, and the Leopards have a 5-0 lead. Brown gets the round of screen from Richards, drives in, comes back to Richards at the free throw line. Jumper is an air ball. Trying to shoot that up over the outstretched arms of senior Ryan Kennedy. That goes as the second turnover against the Indians. The Leopards with a 5-0 lead in the basketball. Still early here in the first. Henson across the timeline. Again, Watts uncovered at that high post. They go to Jaden right wing. Back to Bryson between the circles. Turnaround for Ince at the free throw line. That one won't go. Kennedy with the rebound gets rejected, but they're going to call a foul on the shot as he went back up with it. I don't know if they got that on Richards. And no, they get that on number 15, Justin Parham. That's his team's first foul, but 2 free throws coming up here for Ryan Kennedy. And that one will not drop for him. Kennedy's second one is on the way, and that one skips across, no good as well. Rebound, Vanderveer. Outlet for Brown as he will bring it up. Henson picks him up top of the key. Richards at the high post. The handoff to Brown as he heads around the left side to give it off to the left wing to Lefevre. Back over to Vanderveer. Jaden on the defense. Takes him to the free throw line. Three-pointer on the way from the left wing is short from Lefevre's. Ince with the rebound. Quickly the other way. Kennedy drives the right side of the lane and puts it up and in. 7-0 run for the Leopards to start the game, and Tish wants to talk about it. 5:26 left in the first. It's 7-0 Leopards. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back after this message from your sports leader in First National Bank in Lindsay.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
5:23 left to go here in the first quarter. Tish with the basketball down 7-zip to the Leopards. Brown gets down the right side of the lane. Rejected from behind. A little bit of height difference there between Ryan Kennedy and Darian Brown. Brown might go, 5'6" or 5'7"?
Yeah.
Up top, Brown with the basketball. Lefevre drives the lane. That one, or Vanderveer, I'm sorry, drives the lane. Missed it. It's too strong. Rebound pulled down by Jaden Watts. Henson will bring it up against that 2-3 zone. Jaden pops out right wing. Back to Ince, free throw line. Went for the pass. Said, y'all aren't going to cover me. I'm just going to shoot it, and he nails it. 9-0 run to start for the Leopards. Brown on the handle. Henson stays with him. He works to the left wing. Down to the baseline. Picked up by Ince. Comes back out over to Lefevre's. And then Henson ripped the ball away from him. He's got Bryson Watts wide open for the layup at the other end in transition. 11-0 Leopard run to start. And again, Coach Cody Williams calls the timeout. 4:22 left. We're going to take a timeout with them. We'll take a 30 and come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
4:22 still left to go here in the first quarter, Glenn. You can't script it much better for the Leopards.
No, this is exactly what you want. Get out to a fast start. Defensively, you're playing great. You've held them to 4 shots, and you've taken 5, 6, 7, 8. You've taken 8. So that's the way you want it, is get some turnovers, get out, get some easy baskets, and take the lead.
Brown on the handle out of the timeout for the Indians. Looking for Vanderveer down the baseline. Had the backdoor cut, but left it short again. And Jaden Watts, another rebound. In transition, they got Kennedy at the other end, and they're going to say he traveled with it.
Yeah, trying to get his feet set. I think he had a mind on dunking that basketball, but just kind of shuffled his feet trying to get in position to do that.
Brown trying to get away from Henson, does get it in the lane. Floater is up, will not drop though. And Bryson Watts comes away with that miss. Again, headed quickly. Ince misses the layup, and rebound is pulled down by Parham, and then jump ball called, and possession arrow belongs with the Indians. So Darian Brown will bring it up the floor for Tishomingo. Right side, Vanderveer. Gets it up top. Caleb Darrett, zero, has checked in for Tish. He's handling the ball now, drives the lane, dumps it underneath, and I think they're going to get a reach-in foul called as Darrett drove the lane. Mitchell Henson picks up the first team foul on the Leopards for the night. So it's on the drive, no free throws here. Darrett will trigger on the baseline. Number 11 is Colby Gray, who's also in there for Tishomingo out of that timeout. Darrett has it. Picked up by Bryson Watts. They're going to say he carried the basketball. That's now the fourth turnover for Tishomingo. There's still 3:07 left to go here in the first quarter. It's 11-0. Leopards on top with the basketball. Across the timeline, left wing, Jaden. Goes down underneath, Caleb Ince, low post, move to the right, lays it up and in. Ince has got 7 points already in the ballgame.
Yeah, great high-low action right there to get Caleb the easy bump off the glass.
Gray sent it left wing, intended for Darrett, but it goes out of bounds. That'll be the fifth turnover now for Tishomingo with 2:40 left here in the first. And Cody's going to burn another timeout. This is his third timeout already here in the first quarter, but you're down 13-0. You're trying to find something that'll work.
Yeah.
We'll take another timeout. We'll see what adjustments get made here. You are watching and listening to Leopard Basketball, presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook.
A 15-0 lead. 2:20 left to go here. Brown drives the baseline, cut off. Comes back up top to Darrett. Darrett, Kennedy on him. Made him alter his shot. Decided he didn't want to get it blocked. Tried to dump it down low to Justin Parham, and it'll go out of bounds. Another turnover on Tishomingo. Darrett and Gray will both check out as Lefevers comes back in along with Richards. Left wing to Bryson Watts. Up top, Jaden to the right elbow for Kennedy. Turns around. Free throw line jumper off the glass, too strong. Caleb Ince tips it out, though. Leopards have another chance. They've gone man defense now. It's one of the adjustments that Cody Williams has made. They'll turn around. A jumper for Kennedy as short this time, and Richards will claim it for the Indians. Brown races ahead, comes right side. Lefevers' three is on the way. Rebound landed right in the hands of Justin Parham, and he gets fouled on his putback attempt. It goes in. Tish is finally on the board. And the foul called on the Leopards goes on number 2. That is Jaden Watts. His first, team's second. Parham with a chance at a three-point play here. Number 34, Priest Williams, the junior, checks in for the Leopards for the first time tonight. Number 10, Ty Ferguson, the senior, also checks in. As the three-point play is completed by Justin Parham. 15-3 Leopards, a minute 28 to go here, and pass down the baseline from Jaden Watts intended for Ty Ferguson, batted out of bounds. He'll stay with the Leopards. Watts will step out. Jaden, that is, to throw it in, lobs it up top to Bryson. Left side, Ferguson looks at the high post. Ince steps back out, gives it back over to Ferguson. Back to Ince between the rings. Pass over to Bryson, right wing. Back to Ferguson, top of the key. Fakes the pass, comes back to Bryson. 3 ball on the way is good for Bryson Watts.
Yeah, great ball movement right there. And Leopards are shooting at a very high percentage tonight.
Under a minute to go, 18-3 Leopards. Brown gets around everybody, drives down, scoop shot up and in for Darian Brown.
Nice looking drive right there. Even better finish.
18-5 now. Leopards with the 13-point lead as Bryson Watts will look like the Leopards want to hold it for a final shot here with 35 seconds left.
Yeah, Priest Williams is checked in now.
Bryson to Ince. Parham on the defense there. Ince gets away from him. Still has a count going, though. Tries to come back to Bryson, and Lefevre's nearly got that pass. It's nearly got it again. Down to 10 seconds. Ferguson with the basketball. Comes back to Bryson, top of the key. Got away from him. Jaden for 3 left wing. No. Priest Williams, the rebound. Got to get back up. He does, but he will not drop. And that'll end the first quarter with the Leopards up 13. It's 18-5. Lindsay at the end of 1. We'll send it back over to JD. Some words for our sponsors. We're back with more Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
So Leopard basketball to start the second quarter. Number 0, Creed Taylor, the freshman, has checked in along with number 4, Seth Padilla, the senior. This Leopard lineup here. Kennedy at the high post, goes to Ince right wing, down low Padilla.
I'd like to see Seth just turn around and take that to the hole.
Just like Caleb Ince did right there, and he puts it up and in. Caleb Ince now with 9 in the ball game, puts the Leopards up 15. Brown will bring it across, goes right side, Ince again. The guy's everywhere.
Yep.
Nearly came up with that steal, and he'll actually get rewarded with a chance to go catch his breath now as Jaden Watts checks back in for the Leopards. Brown brings it across. Parham gets it. Back over to the right corner. Vanderveer's 3 is off the mark. Henson with the miss on the backside, races ahead, sends it to Taylor outside to Kennedy. Back into the lane. Kennedy back over to Taylor. Left wing 3 from Taylor on the way is too strong. Rebound, Padilla tipped. And back out to Henson. Jaden Watts right wing. Comes to Padilla between the circles. Back over to Kennedy. Long 3 ball from Ryan on the way is off. Taylor nearly came up with that one. But Brown will come away with it. He'll work to the left wing. Lefevre's waits for the screen from Richard. Lefevre's got away from everybody. And then they're going to do a offensive or defensive goaltending on that. Count the basket for Lefevre's. Kennedy went up to block it, ended up hitting the rim and moving the backboard. Can't do that. 20-7. Leopards by 13. 6:36 left to go in the half. Henson brings it across. Watts pops out right wing, goes to the right elbow to Padilla, right back out to Jaden. Jaden will back out, penetrate back in, Dumps it to Kennedy, down the baseline, traveled with it. Again, I think he was thinking dunk. You got to have to dribble there if you're going to do that.
Yep.
And Padilla comes back out. Caleb Ince returns. In the ball game for Tishomingo, number 33, Dylan Pope. And the backdoor cut from Vanderveer was under the basket. Pope over to Richards. Free throw line jumper from Richards is short. Kennedy claims it. Ahead to Creed Taylor. Leopards will have to just pull up and wait. Henson, top of the key. Waits for Jaden to pop out. Comes back to the left elbow. Ince back over to Creed Taylor. Now down low. Kennedy turns around against Richards. Puts it up and in. Kennedy's got 6 in the game.
Yeah, they have no answer for our low post game right now.
Brown works to the left wing, gets the screen from Richards. Now Richards has got the mismatch and puts up an air ball over Mitchell Henson. And they're going to say Henson blocked that. Okay. I'm not sure about that one, but
yep.
Lefevre's to inbounds, lobs it all the way up top to Brown. They'll screen to get Lefevre's out on the wing. Picked up out there by Kennedy. Now Henson picks him up off the switch. Bryson Watson nearly came up with the steal there. Vanderveer goes back to Brown right wing. He'll work back to the top of the key. Got it to Richards right elbow. He's got Jaden Watts behind him. Turns around, puts up a tough shot, but he'll get the roll.
Yeah.
Colton Richards, the basket, makes it 22-9.
He's been the focal point of their offense, taking more shots than anybody else, but that's the first time he's gotten one to go.
Kennedy to Ince to Jaden Watts, and that shot won't drop. Kennedy the offside rebound, and that one won't go either, but he'll draw the contact. And he'll get to go shoot 2 at the free throw line. The foul looks like it may have been called on Richards. And that is Colton Richards' first. Just the second team foul. But 2 more free throws coming up for Ryan Kennedy. He was 0 for 2 his first trip, but that one goes in. Pushes the Leopard lead to 14 at 23-9. Vanderveer checks out as Derritt comes back in. Kennedy 2 for 2 that trip to the line. He now has 8 in the ball game. And Leopard lead is 15 at 24-9, 4:40 left to go here in the first half, excuse me. Derritt with Ince on him out on the right wing, comes back up top to Brown. Brown looks to penetrate, back to Derritt. Wide open 3 on the way, and he rattles in for Caleb Derritt.
Yeah, Caleb Ince got caught helping and couldn't get back out. Gave him a good look.
Kennedy from the free throw line over to Bryson Watts. 3 ball on the way for Bryson. It's up and good. His second 3. He's got 8 in the ball game.
Yeah, that was a good looking play, and again they came off of Bryson to go help on Ryan and left Bryson wide open.
Speaking of wide open, Pope was wide open, so he thought. Bryson Watts came back the shot. Down the lane, Derritt out to Lefevre's. His 3 ball won't drop. Henson with the miss. He's got 2 streaking Leopards at the other end. Jaden Watts will lay it up and in. 29-12 Leopards, 3:30 left to go. Richards underneath, double team, puts up a tough shot, and he'll still get it to go. 29-14. Some offense getting going here in the second half.
Yep.
3:15 left in the second quarter. Ince up top to Bryson to the right elbow. Kennedy turns back around to Bryson. Takes Lefevre's down the baseline. Has Ince wide open left corner 3 on the way, and it's good.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Caleb Ince is hot tonight.
Yep.
32-14 Leopards.
Yeah, he's 5 for 7 from the floor.
He's got 12 already in the ball game. Pope down the baseline, cut off, back out to Brown. Got around Ince, put up the jumper. It's short. Ince comes away with the miss. Henson will bring it up. Leopards up by 18 with the basketball. Bryson gets away from Lefevers down the baseline, comes to Jaden at the free throw line, over to Henson. Pull it back out and set it back up. Ince left side.
Oh, give it to him. Give it to him. Oh, man.
Looked at Kennedy for a long time. Bryson turns around on Lefevers and just drains it.
Yeah, speaking of shooting percentage, Bryson's 4 for 4 from the floor.
Got 10 points. 34-14, Leopards up by 20. Brown down the lane, dumps it over to Richards. Richards drains the 10-footer. That's 6 in the quarter for him. Makes it a 34-16 ball game. Henson to Ince left corner. Wants Kennedy to come set the screen. Lobbed it on the backdoor cut. Henson puts it up and in.
Yeah, everybody's wanting to post up now.
Everybody wants the points in the paint.
That's right.
1:35 to go, 20-point Leopard lead. Brown down the lane. Scoop shot partially tipped. Henson ahead to Bryson Watts. Lays it up and in transition. I tell you what, these guys are working like a machine.
Yep.
22-point Leopard lead with 1:15 to go. Garrett left wing. Back to Richards, top of the key. And tried to go over to Brown on that left wing, and it's wide left on the pass. That's the 7th turnover now on Tishomingo. Richards checks out. Number 34 is Kalel Gaddis, who checks in. Ty Ferguson back in the ballgame for the Leopards as well, as Bryson Watts will get a breather. 1:06 to go, 22-point Leopard lead at 38-16. And it looks like Darian Brown will check out as well. Parham returns. Kennedy from the high post over to Ferguson right side. Back to Kennedy, top of the key. They'll give it back over to Henson. Jaden gives it back to Henson. Let's reset. Tries to get away from Darrett. That's pretty good defense from Caleb Darrett. Leopards trying to maybe work it down for one shot here with 35 seconds left. Ferguson has Colby Gray on him. Kennedy trying to get away from Gaddis. He does. Gets to the free throw line. Sends it back out to Henson. They'll bring it back out again. Down to 20 seconds before the half. Henson looks to drive. Goes all the way to the rack, but left it short. Vanderveer comes away with it. He'll push it ahead with 9 seconds left. Ferguson on the defense. Henson helps with the double team. Henson knocks the ball loose. He's got 2. He's got 1. He shot it, but they're going to say there was a foul before the shot.
We'll take the shot.
It was on the floor.
Yeah.
So it's no free throws, so the quarter is actually over, but they're going to have to register the foul and see who they called that on, because I never did see.
I think Colby Gray.
And all they do is go to 14 fouls. I'm going to say with you, I think it would have been.
I think he signaled 11.
So that will be his first, and that would have been the 4th. But again, that means that we're at halftime. 38-16, Leopards by 22, their biggest lead of the first half as they head to the halftime locker room. We'll send it over to JD, some words from our sponsors. Glenn and I will figure up some of our officially unofficial stats from the first half. Be back with more from Latta. Right after this timeout, this is the First National Bank halftime show right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard football team and would like to invite you to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, Sunday morning worship services at 10:45, Sunday evenings at 6, and Wednesdays at 7. Good luck, Leopards, from everybody at Aaron Springs Baptist Church.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a fourth generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
This broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football is brought to you by your friends at Physical Therapy Central, 301 East Cherokee Street in Lindsay. When you're ready to take that first step towards living a pain-free life, let Physical Therapy Central create a treatment plan just for you. Call 405-756-2324. Visit ptcentral.org or come by 301 East Cherokee in Lindsay. Good luck, Leopards, from Physical Therapy Central.
The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter. Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you by Jerry Tucker Roustabout, providing all of your general oil field maintenance needs, including roustabout services, swabbing, crane services, rock hauling, and dirt work. Good luck, Leopards, from Jerry Tucker Roustabout.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office. S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay-owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 psi, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
We're back here at halftime. My apologies. We got busy working on some other stuff here and just about let the halftime get away from us. I'll quickly run through some scoring here. First for Tishomingo, 6 points for Colton Richards in that second quarter leads the way for the Indians. 3 apiece from Caleb Derritt and Justin Parham, 2 apiece from Keegan Lefevers, and also Darian Brown, 1 for 1 at the free throw line for the Indians. Leopards have got 2 players at double figures already. Bryson Watts and Caleb Ince have 12 apiece. Ryan Kennedy has 8, Jaden Watts has 4, and Mitchell Henson has 2. I've got the Leopards 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Leopards are plus 7 on the glass. I've got them with 2 turnovers, and I've got Tish with 7 turnovers. Glenn's got more numbers.
Yep, and the Leopards are shooting at an unbelievable pace right now. 12 for 20 from 2-point range, 4 for 7 from 3-point range, for 16 for 27 from the floor for 59%. Tishomingo, not quite so good. 6 for 15 from 2-point range, 1 for 6 from 3-point range, for 7 for 21 or 33%. But that's been the difference is the turnovers. The offensive rebounds for the Leopards, hitting those offensive glass, and the high shooting percentage. I mean, you shoot 59% from the floor, you are doing something really special.
Well, and we brought up the fact that the Leopards shot very high percentage in the very first game of the season. And as I talked to Coach Davidson, and I said, hey, you can't expect to shoot 62% from the field every night. He said, we do.
Yeah.
But again, his philosophy, it's outside in. We're looking for the paint. We're looking for shots in the paint, and those are how much higher percentage shots. So that's exactly what the Leopards want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Tishomingo with a possession arrow. They'll get the ball to start this second half. 38-16 Leopards with the 22-point lead. As we get underway, Darian Brown in the backcourt. Richards steps out, gives it back to Brown. He'll work to the right wing, gets the screen from Richards. Richards now has the mismatch with Henson on him. Kennedy does come to help, but Richards takes it to the rack anyway. He'll get 2 free throws. So you've already seen one of the adjustments that Cody Williams has made is to try to get Richards to get that screen on the pick and roll and get the mismatch.
Yeah, absolutely. And Richards, like we said, he looks like he's the focal point of their offense. And anytime you can get him in a mismatch, it's going to bode well for Tish.
Hits the front end of a 2-shot foul. Second free throw from Richards is on the way, and that one's short. Caleb Ince will claim it for the Leopards. 38-17, Lindsay on top. Bryson Watts back up top to Henson. Run the double high post. Now Ince pops out right wing. Comes back up top to Bryson to the left elbow. Kennedy gives it to him on the handoff. And Bryson with the easy one. That worked to perfection.
Yeah, 6 for 6 now from the floor for Bryson Watts.
40-17 Leopards. The backdoor cut. Vanderveer tried to dump it to Richards, and Bryson right there to interrupt the pass, but they're going to say Bryson the last to touch it. So it will be Indian basketball. Vanderveer will trigger from the sideline, gets it out to Brown near the half line. Set up the offense. Parham works left, hands it off to Lefevers. Lefevers drives to the free throw line, dumps to Vanderveer in the right corner. Henson right there on him. Jaden picks him up on the switch now. Kennedy picks him up, and again the pick and roll in the lane. They got it to Richards, and they got it in there. So there's the adjustment. The Leopards are going to have to come up with their own adjustment. 40-19, and the Leopards have a pass batted out of bounds under the basket.
Yeah, there's a couple of ways you can play that pick and roll, and switching is what we're doing right now, and they're getting a mismatch, and need to see if we can try a different avenue there.
Ince left wing. Gets it back up to Bryson between the circles. Comes right wing to Henson. Back up to Bryson. Left side Ince. Short corner Kennedy. 12-footers up. Skips across no good. Lefevers with the rebound, and Mitchell Henson picks up his third. 2 quick ones here in the half. And Henson will sit. Ty Ferguson returns for the Leopards. Brown will bring it up. Works to the right wing, gives to Vanderveer. Vanderveer again, they go the pick and roll. Kennedy this time tips the pass. Turnover Tish. Bryson Watts right down Main Street. Left it for Kennedy, and Kennedy has his shot blocked. You won't hear that said very often.
Nope.
Gray takes it all the way down, but Ty Ferguson stayed with him step for step.
Yeah, looking for Richards again.
Vanderveer drives to the elbow, flips it to Gray, to Brown. Comes back up top Lefevers, and Ince nearly with the steal, but got a part of the arm as well. So Caleb Ince will pick up the foul. That's just his first. 13 foul here in the half on the Leopards. Vanderveer to Brown in the backcourt. 5:40 left, 40-19, Leopards on top. Kennedy was going to go for the steal, was late getting there, but came from behind and blocked Richard's shots. 2-on-1. Ferguson to Bryson Watts, left it too strong, but Jaden Watts comes away with the rebound. He'll leave it for Bryson.
There went the perfect shooting night for Bryson.
Messed him up.
Yep.
Jaden right wing, comes to Ferguson between the circles. Ince at the left elbow, hands it right back to Ferguson. Brown this time stays right with him, so cut off that drive. Learned after Bryson got the easy one.
Yep.
Kennedy right wing, thought about the three, pulls it down, comes back to Ferguson, top of the key, back over to Bryson left wing. Bryson steps around Lefevers, can't get the ball to drop, and Parham will come up with the rebound. Outlet for Brown, he'll push it ahead, goes to Lefevers right wing, got around Caleb Ince, missed it. Bryson Watts with the rebound. Bryson brings it across the timeline with 4:33 left to go here in the third. 40-19, Leopards on top. Caleb Ince over to Bryson right wing. Ferguson posting up Brown underneath.
Give it to him.
Let him work a little low post down there.
That's right.
Ince over to Bryson.
Give it to him.
Back to Kennedy, top of the key. 3 ball on the way from Ryan is up and good. He's in double figures with 11. It's 43-19, Leopards by 24. Brown around the screen from Parham. Lefevers baseline comes back to Brown. 3 ball from the left wing, skips across, no good. Kennedy's 5th rebound of the night. He'll push it ahead, steps in the lane and lost it. Brown races down the floor. Ferguson right there with him, forces a tough shot. Rebound tipped out to Lefevers. Richards from the top of the key. That 3 rims out. Caleb Ince with his 5th rebound. And Bryson Watts will bring it up for the Leopards. Ince up top to Ferguson, to the right elbow to Kennedy. Back over to Bryson in the corner. Underneath, Ince gets around Parham, and they're going to call Parham for the foul. And Caleb Ince will head to the free throw line. Parham's 2nd personal is just the 1st team foul here in the half. Caleb Ince will go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, and the post game, that's a result of the post game, getting those fouls down there.
Caleb drains the first. He's got 13 in the game now. Pushes the lead to 25, their biggest of the ball game. And 5 new players on the floor for the Indians. Darrett returns along with Kobe Gray and Dylan Pope. Khalil Gaddis also back in there, and number 24 is Ryan Ratliff in for the first time. 45-19 as Ince goes 2 for 2 at the line. Actually, I guess he just went 1 for 2 at the line.
No, he went 2
Did
for
he
2.
go? Okay.
Yeah.
44-45, you're correct. Gray, skip pass over to Darrett right side. Works to the baseline, cut off there. Ferguson nearly stole the pass. Got it over to Ratliff. Up top, Gray drives the right side of the lane against Padilla. Rebound loose. Caleb Ince comes away with it. He's going to push it ahead now. He'll pull back. wait for the support staff. Bryson picks up his dribble, needs some help now, and gets it to Ferguson. Back over to Bryson to reset this up. 2:20 left to go here in the third. 45-19 Leopards. Bryson to Ince left wing. Back up top, Ferguson. Padilla on the right side. Back over in the corner to Bryson. Looking underneath at Priest Williams. Got it to him. Turns around on Gaddis. Nice move. Just couldn't get the finish. Ratliff with the miss. Outlet for Darrett. He'll push it up the floor. Ferguson cuts him off twice. And I think the second time, nope, they're going to say it was out of bounds off of Darrett.
Yeah.
Thought they were going to get him for the foul that second time.
He's a little out of control and stepped on the end line.
Leopards in control, up by 26 now. Ferguson nearly had that pass stolen away. Go back to Ince for three. That one's short. And the rebound pulled down by Dylan Pope. He'll push it up the floor. Stopped by Ince. Drives on Ince. Now got to figure out something to do with it. Sends it out to Ratliff right wing. Picked up by Bryson. Ratliff tried to hand it off. It's loose on the floor. Finally picked up by Gray. Darrett down the baseline again. Threw it inside. Intended for Gaddis, but it's off the foot of Bryson Watts out of bounds. Creed Taylor checks back in for the Leopards. Bryson Watts will head to the bench. Darrett to inbounds. Still looks. He'll lob to Pope. High left side. Comes back to the corner. Catch fire three for Darrett is up and good. That's his second three.
Yep. You might want to cover him out there.
45-22. Underneath, Padilla can't come up with the pass from Williams. But got to Ferguson. Ferguson out to Seth. Padilla backs it back out, and I think we're going to call offensive foul on moving screen on Ty Ferguson. That'll be his first. Ty will set. Jaden Watts returns for the Leopards. So Caleb Darrett will bring it up for the Indians with 45 seconds left. The Leopards with a 23-point lead. Ratliff on the handle. Caleb Ince steals the pass intended for Pope. Goes down, lays it off the glass and in.
High percentage shot.
He's got 16 in the game. The Leopard lead is back to 25 at 47-22. Darrett, left wing Pope, underneath Gaddis. Turns around on Priest Williams, puts it up, and Williams thought he was straight up, but they're going to whistle him for the foul. It'll be the first on Priest Williams. Fourth team foul, but 2 free throws coming up. Fifth team foul, thank you, for Khalil Gaddis. And that one touched about every part of the rim before it fell through. But it goes in. Makes it 47-23. 20 seconds left to go here in the third. Gaddis goes 2 for 2 at the line. 15 seconds left as Jaden Watts walks the ball up. Down to 10. Ratliff has him top of the key. Jaden makes it all the way to the free throw line. Waits for the flyby. Ince for 3, top of the key, and everything but the drop through. And rebound for Gray will end the quarter with the Leopards up by 23. 47-24. We'll be back with the fourth quarter and the Leopards with the basketball when we do. Right after this, you're listening to a live coverage of Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
Shannon's Beauty Salon would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes good luck this basketball season. And go KK!
47-24 Leopards as we start the fourth. The Leopards will have the ball to start in the fourth quarter. Jaden Watts, Creed Taylor, Caleb Ince, Priest Williams, Seth Padilla on the floor for the Leopards. Taylor on the handle. Right side to Ince. Right back to Taylor on the give and go. And Creed Taylor puts it up and in. Takes the Leopard lead back to 25. Garrett hands it off to Gray. Drives down. Leaves it for Ratliff in the corner. And then Taylor nearly took away the pass. And Padilla tips that pass. Pope comes up with it. Gray from the left wing for three. And no, Padilla comes away with the rebound and the reach-in foul on Gaddis. And Khalil Gaddis will pick up number 1 and team foul number 2. And we have an official timeout. I'm not real sure what that was about, but Caleb Ince checks out and Bryson Williams, where did that come from? Bryson Watts checks in. They both start with W. Right side, Padilla, the give and go again to Taylor. This time he's covered. He gets it over to Bryson, left wing, down underneath Jaden. Triple teamed, and Jaden Watts still gets it up and in.
Yeah, he's got a little elevation on that one, on his little turnaround jumper.
27-point lead, 51-24 Leopards. Gaddis in the lane, tough shot. Padilla, again, a great rebound there for Seth Padilla, and he got the over the back on Gaddis. That'll be his second. Watts will come out, and number 5, Parker Dodson, the junior, checks in. As Creed Taylor will walk it up. Left side to Dodson, to the left elbow. And Padilla had it taken away from him. Gray with the steal. Dodson gives chase. Missed the layup. Priest Williams comes away with the rebound. Down the lane, Bryson, a little too strong. Ratliff the rebound and then threw it away. So Bryson with it between the circles. They'll set it back up. Taylor up top. Dodson surveys, goes to the elbow to Padilla. Padilla turns around to free throw line jumper. Got the roll. Nice move from Seth Padilla, and we'll have a timeout to get 5 more players in for Tishomingo Indians. 53-24, the Leopard lead. Number 3 is C.J. Pratt. Number 30 is Ethan Cobb. Get the rest of these guys as they get down the floor. Pratt, that is Jordan Pope that has it over in the corner now. Pratt on the handle. Comes back over left side to Culp. Culp drives the lane, nearly lost it, but he got it down to the low post, and the and one play for Ethan Cobb. Makes it 53-26.
I think they got Priest on that one.
And Priest picks up his second. 15 foul on the Leopards. And they haven't put the basket on the scoreboard yet. They're just saying 25, but I actually think it should be 27 myself.
Yeah, there they did.
Okay. 5:25 left in the ball game. Dodson stands with it right wing, goes to Priest Williams down low. Double team. Sends it out to Padilla, back over in the corner. Taylor works out there, comes back to Padilla left wing, back down low to Williams. Again, double team. Tried to get to Dodson. Dodson will track it down. Padilla top of the key. Taylor to Ferguson. Dodson down low, Williams turns around, got his man in the air, stepped around him, the and one. Strong move from Priest Williams.
Yeah, and his first point's good to see that. He gets to go to the free throw line for an and one.
Cobb whistled for the foul as his first, 4th team foul. And Priest Williams at the line for the old-fashioned three-point play, but he was off the back iron too strong. Rebound pulled down by Jerian Gaddis. He's number 23. So Culp has it. Right wing over down to the left side. Gaddis into the lane, lost the handle on the basketball. Creed Taylor comes away with it. 1-on-1, takes it in, and we'll have a foul on the drive that goes on Jordan Pope. It'll be 5-team foul since it's on the drive. The Leopards will bring it in under their own basket with 4:31 left in the ball game. They'll lead 55-27. Number 20 is Grady Patterson. Checks in. Ethan Cobb checks out. In the lane, Padilla, and we'll have a reach in. I think that one goes on Jerry and Gaddis. That'll be 16 fouls and his first personal. So next fouls will put either one of these teams in the bonus. Dodson, 3-ball on the way. It's short. But Ferguson claims it. The Leopards have another chance. Ty will direct traffic here. Taylor, the cross lane for Priest Williams, missed it, got his own miss. He'll try it again. Steps around, up off the glass and in. Good hustle underneath, and nice work from Priest Williams.
Yeah, a way to stay after it and go follow your shot. You know, that ball's going to come back to you pretty much.
High off the glass and no good on the shot from Culp. Ferguson with the miss. Left side, Taylor underneath Williams. Back out to Padilla. Right back to Williams. Drives again, same move, same result. Priest Williams with 6 in the quarter, and the Leopard lead grows 59-27. It's a 32-point lead now. 3.5 to go in the ball game. Taylor cuts off the drive from Jordan Pope. Pass batted out of bounds. Last touch by the Leopards. So C.J. Pratt on inbounds, gets it up to Culp. Culp works to the right wing with Ferguson on him. Now works back up toward the top of the key, gets it to Jerry and Gaddis. 3-ball left wing, well off the mark for Pratt. And Creed Taylor corrals it. The Leopards have 3 minutes left, and barring some kind of a I'm not even sure a miracle at this point, the Leopards will find themselves in a championship game tomorrow evening, I should say, against the Washington Warriors.
That will be a time change.
Time change, exactly. They have swapped those around. They're going to do the boys' championship game at 6 rather than at 7:30.
And then the girls, I think it's because the Washington girls have some cheerleaders that will be cheerleading at the state
football game,
2A state championship football game that Washington will be playing Millwood in.
Padilla from the left elbow off the mark, but Priest Williams with the rebound. Taylor to Ferguson. Ferguson in the lane. Tried to get it back to Williams. It was tipped. It's loose on the floor. Still loose. And Williams will grab it, but right on the end line. It'll go as a turnover on the Leopards. Khalil Gaddis checks back into the ball game. So now I have 2 Gaddis players on the floor. Actually, I don't. Looks like Jerian has checked out. Culp on the handle. Left wing goes to Pratt and tried to go down to Khalil Gaddis and threw it out of bounds. It'll be turnover number 12 on the Indians. And with 2 minutes to go, Leopards with a 59-27 lead. Taylor goes to Ferguson. Left wing Padilla looks underneath, comes back to Dodson, lost the handle for the moment, got it back, and goes over to Ferguson right side. He'll give it back to Taylor between the circles. Creed to Seth, back to Creed. Over to Dodson left wing. Over to Padilla in the left corner. Underneath Williams, lost the handle. Sends it back out to Ferguson. 1:25 left. Padilla left side, underneath Priest Williams, back out to Padilla, drives the lane, scoop shot up, missed it. Rebound loose. Padilla fights for it, and now Khalil Gaddis finally comes up with it while he's sitting on the floor. We approach a minute to go in this one. The Leopards with a 32-point lead. And out of bounds off of Tish. And it'll be a Leopard basketball.
Yeah, it's been just a dominating performance here from the Leopards tonight. Just kind of mirrored last night.
Hudson backs up as the Leopards want to just try to run this one out. Pass, or ball tipped out of bounds by Jordan Pope. In the backcourt, as Taylor brings it across, 30 seconds left in the ball game. Williams between the circles, comes back over to Dodson, over to Padilla. Ferguson over to Dodson with 10 seconds left, and this will pretty much do it. 59-27, the final score is the Lindsay Leopards improve to 4-1 on the season. Pick up a big win over the Tishomingo Indians, and so Tishomingo will move to the third place game. They'll take on Latta, and the Panthers and the Indians will play for third place at 3 o'clock tomorrow. And the Latta losing to Washington earlier today. So Washington and Comanche girls will play at 7:30 tomorrow night. Lindsay and Washington boys will play at 6 o'clock. Scheduled tip times, of course. And, of course, we'll get our day started with the Leopardettes. They will take on the Silo Lady Rebels. And that game will be at a scheduled 3 o'clock tip time for that one. Let me go ahead and run down some of the final numbers here from this one as the Leopards, again, a 59-27 win. Scoring for the Indians, nobody in double figures. Colton Richards finishes with 9 points in the ball game. I guess I should have double-checked my math on this. 11, 14, 16, 18, 24. I'm still missing 3 points there somewhere, but my apologies for whoever I'm missing them on. But 9 for Colton Richards will lead the way for the Tishomingo Indians. For the Leopards, 3 players in double figures. Caleb Ince finishes the game with 16 points. Bryson Watts with 14 points, and Ryan Kennedy with 11 points. 6 apiece from Jaden Watts and Priest Williams. 2 apiece from Creed Taylor, Seth Padilla, and Mitchell Henson. And the Leopards only attempted 2 free throws in the second half. They end up going 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Dominated the boards as well. The Leopards did well turnovers tonight. I have them unofficially with just 7 turnovers tonight, but they did force 13 turnovers on the Comanche. I wanted to say Indians, and all I can think was Comanche, the Tishomingo Indians. So, again, the Leopards with the 59-27 win, and they'll go play for a championship tomorrow evening. Glenn, have you got some numbers there you're ready for?
Sure. The Leopards take 13 more shots than Tishomingo does from the field and end up shooting 5 for 11 from three-point range, 20 for 37 from two-point range, which is 52% from the field. And I had them 4 for 7 from the free throw line. The Tish, 8 for 24 for 33% from two-point range. Got a lot of shots blocked. They also finished 2 for 11 from three-point range for a total of 10 for 35 for 29%. And when one team shoots 50% and the other team shoots less than 30%, the team that shoots 50% is going to win
probably
9.9%, 99 out of 100 times. So.
Exactly. So 59-27, the final score here, and the Lindsay Leopards again improved their record to 4-1 on the season, and they'll go play a Washington team that I promise you will be a lot of fun and will be exciting. So make sure you make plans to be here for that. Again, Don't look at your bracket. They're making that time change for that game. The boys will play at 6, and the girls will play at 3. And then the Washington girls will play their championship game with a scheduled time of 7:30. Again, following the boys' championship game, this is scheduled to start at 6. We ran so far behind today. I'm not going to venture anything as far as what we could expect tomorrow. But again, that's where we will be here for tomorrow. We'll plan to be on the air just before 3 o'clock if they're running on time. So, Glenn, great job.
You too.
It's been a long day, but like it when you come and finish the day up, even if you are an hour and a half behind schedule, finish it with a W like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I need to say a big thanks to Andrew, ESPN Line, also to J.D. Scruggs and Kevin Scruggs, even Jeter.
Entertaining factor there.
Yeah, exactly. But again, great job of working to get us where we had a good signal so we could do this live stream tonight, and that way we know we can do it again tomorrow.
Yep.
But and a big thank you to Brianna Miller back at our studios again, doing a great job of producing the show back there, and Paige Sutherland, and doing all of our programming for us. Very much appreciated. Great job for her.
Mm-hmm.
For Glenn, for JD, for Kevin, for Andrew, for Brianna, for Paige, for everybody at KBLP. My name's Greg Peary. We're going to say goodnight from Latta. We'll see you right back here tomorrow afternoon. Until we see you then, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product,